Hi, I'm Rob Arnold. I'm one of the CVSS Special Interest Group volunteers that oversees the Common Vulnerability Scoring System standard. And within our little group, we sometimes have a rather robust discussion around CVSS and risk. And this little lightning talk is to present my thoughts on the situation. So, as the title screen suggested, I'm going to do this through the lens of two culinary masterpieces from the New York Italian food scene, and that is pizza and Stromboli. When you look at these two dishes, you realize immediately that they are actually just the same ingredients. Where they differ is in how they're structured, pizza, of course, being flat, how they're served on a plate or a pan, whether or not the sauce is baked in, and whether it's cooked hot and fast or low and slow, like Carolina barbecue, where I'm from. And then at the end of the day, when you go to consume these masterpieces, you either use your hands for pizza or with Stromboli, at least when you're eating the middle, probably want to use a knife and fork. So, what do these two culinary masterpieces have to do with our cybersecurity masterpieces of CVSS and risk? Well, I have to say that they have identical ingredients. So check this out. They both have measures of impact. They both have measures of likelihood, which CVSS refers to as exploitability. Pretty cool stuff. The differences are the structure. So CVSS is designed to emit a one dimension or basically one number that comes out. However, I do want to point out that this CVSS scale can be divided up just like a pizza into qualitative slices. On the risk side, you typically get something that's a little more multidimensional, so it requires having a graph or matrix or some other kind of mechanism to confer the information that comes out. But moving along, the additional metrics which represent our sauce are always baked into CVSS. So if you provide them, the scoring system has a way to weight them into the score. Whereas with the risk side, often those metrics are on the side, providing context or other nuance to the risk assessment itself. And then the way they are formed is very much pizza versus Stromboli. On the CVSS side, you have a quick and easy to follow rubric that allows you to very quickly, in the domain of vulnerability, arrive at the various metrics that go into a score that then automatically produces a number from the vector string that the metrics represent. On the risk side, it requires gathering a little bit more low level data, analyzing that, contextualizing it, and so forth. So it's more like the low and slow method that Stromboli's use for cooking. And then when it comes to consumption, there's no shame with CVSS. You just dig right in, use that score to prioritize your vulnerability management program or whatever it is you're trying to do. But with risk, I have found if you do not present it elegantly and with a lot of manners and minding your P's and Q's, you will definitely be scorned. So be warned that you do have to mind your manners around that. So, in conclusion, I think the advice I could give you would be use CVSS when your domain is vulnerability and your objective is prioritization, right? Because that's what the system is designed to do, and it is designed to do so in a constrained time and budget uh, environment. However, if you need more nuanced analysis or you're looking to make more complex decisions, then I think you should order the Stromboli of risk. Just understand that it has to be consumed with a bit of elegance and it's going to take a little more time and effort to create. So that's the end of my discussion of CVSS and risk. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And you can reach me on my website at acornpass.com. Thanks.